Hello everybody, it is January 31st, 2019, which means it is time for an end of the month update. If you haven't gotten a chance to watch my 2019 resolutions video, you can click here to check it out, but I want to do these end of the month videos just to make sure that I'm keeping track of the resolutions that I set for myself and, you know, my progress towards my goals for 2019. First of all, to start, my January, I would say, was groundbreaking, and overall as a person, I really don't give myself enough credit for a lot of things, which is why, you know, one of the things I wanted to do for this year was to do daily affirmations and practice gratitude and really take time to reflect about what I've accomplished like already. It's very easy for me to be like, you know, January, gosh, like I got nowhere, but you know, when I really sat down and thought about it to think about doing this video, I really did accomplish a lot. First, health and fitness was huge for me. I mean, I really moved mountains when it came to health and fitness. I pretty much went the whole month with absolutely no alcohol except for one glass of wine on like January 2nd, which isn't that hard because Tom and I just don't drink anyway, but compared to a lifestyle I was living when I first started my entrepreneurial journey, is definitely like the complete opposite of the spectrum. Also, in terms of working out, I'm pulling up my 24-hour fitness app where I log all my workouts, but check out my progress. Can you see that? So basically that's the month of January, and every green day is a day that I got a workout in, sometimes 2 workouts. And consistently I've been working out 5 if not 6 times a week. The goal is really 6 times a week. Also, every day I eat relatively healthy. I really wanted to focus on having a balanced diet that would give me good nutritional content. Of course, I have the occasional cheat meal. I have a sweet tooth that is irresistible, so you know, it's not like I've only been eating vegetables, but definitely I think just overall I'm very proud of my health and fitness lifestyle, and that's the key, is that I've made these things a lifestyle now, where because I was doing them daily, it's not really something that's hard anymore. And that's what I was missing before. You know, my very first resolution was to be more intentional and be less reactive and be more proactive. And especially when it comes to my body, I am not just succumbing to the whims of what nature calls. I'm being really conscious about, you know, what I do to maintain, what I do to strengthen, what I do to rejuvenate and stuff like that. Another thing I'm super proud of is I haven't taken any medication for my mental stuff. So I used to take Adderall, I used to take Xanax. Those are 2 very strong medications that I just didn't want to take anymore. There is a whole, you know, debate on medication, so I don't want to go into it, but just for me, I would like to be as natural as possible. And definitely when I became an entrepreneur, the medication just like ramped up, and especially during my first 2 years, I also had just like my binge weekends of like, you know, I was so stressed out that I would just go and drink my brains out, and I would be hungover for 24 hours, which was super frustrating because the recovery time isn't as quick as it used to be when I was younger. And I would just feel super guilty. I would feel really bad about myself. And then the whole week would start over again. So I really want to take time to recognize that about myself, that I've created this new lifestyle that, you know, it doesn't feel so much like I have to put so much effort into it, because it's just normal now. It's day to day. And if there's anything that is going to be a foundation for success, it's definitely this healthy lifestyle and fit and active lifestyle. What's crazy is I have abs now. I've never had abs like this before. I remember the first time I just like touched my abs, I was like, what the hell is that? I'd show you guys, but I still got a lot of belly fat to work off, so maybe end of February I'll be flaunting it off, but you know, muscles are looking pretty good. All right, second thing is I read 2 books this month, which I'm so excited about. I really wanted to make a point to read a lot and you know, consume content that was purposeful. And I read these 2 books. The first one was The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. This has been a bestseller for years and years. It's by Stephen Covey. You know, there's no such thing as an instruction manual for life, but this is definitely the closest thing to it. I highly, highly recommend it. I want to read this thing like once a year. It's a good, you know, New Year book to read because, I mean, I highlighted pretty much the entire book. It's so good. So if you haven't checked this out, definitely check it out. Second book I read was Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins. Goodness, was this such a great compliment to this. I really like how I read an autobiography at the same time as like a, you know, I don't know, self-help motivation business book. It was cool to see the parallels, you know, everything that Stephen Covey talks about in terms of like the 7 habits. David Goggins had all 7 habits, and it was cool to see like an example of it. But man, oh man, is David Goggins my hero. Like I love this guy. He's just a no BS kind of guy. He's great. I actually listened to the audiobooks. I bought this because I want to read it, but I really listened to the audiobook, and it was such a great thing to listen to at the gym because this guy, if you can't see the cover, the shadow behind it, he used to be 300 pounds and basically one day had his epiphany, changed his, you know, lifestyle completely and became a Navy SEAL. He also has the Guinness Book of World Records pull-up record. It's insane. He's just an amazing guy, and really what he says it all comes down to is not genetics, it's not talent, it's not motivation, it is mindset. And that's something that we can all work on. So I love that. I've also been using my Panda planner pretty regularly, which is really cool. It's really nice to start the day just like in a very positive mindset, talking about what I'm grateful for. And when you do it every day, it really forces you to think like, you know, on day 1, it's like, what are you grateful for? Like, okay, health, Tom, dogs, the house, you know, everything that's like around you. That's what I was writing. But if you're supposed to write 3 things every day and, you know, you're like 5 days into it, it can't just be the things that are around me. So it really forced me to think about like, you know, what am I actually grateful for that I didn't have before or wouldn't exist if not for me taking a chance on myself or me working hard to achieve something or to get something. And I really liked starting the day with that. I think it's just again, it's part of that lifestyle that I feel like I want to create to help me be successful every single day. Now, how can I improve? And that's really what I want to address in this video. I know this is a cycle. I know it. It's so painfully obvious to me that this is a cycle where I will get super excited about something and then I'll just start to doubt myself and then I stop. All momentum comes to a halt. And I was going to start off this video talking about how I felt like I had failed in terms of my business goals, but you know, but I want to slap myself because I haven't, and I don't know why I keep going back to that kind of thinking. It's so annoying. It's so frustrating. So here are the things that I want to implement for February to help me get further in terms of my business, okay? It really comes down to long-term planning. I really need to do a better job of just like zooming out and making sure that what I do every day contributes to the overall goal. So working out is a perfect example. You know, I was working out, of course, to, you know, lose weight, to be strong, for all those things. But if I zoom out and think about the overall picture, like I want to be healthy and active. And every single workout, every single healthy meal contributes to that overall goal. So it doesn't matter if I want to go to the gym or I don't. I've already made the decision that I want to be fit and active. So I don't bother wasting time. Like, should I go to the gym? Oh, maybe I should go to the gym. I don't know if I want to go to the gym. It's like, I just go because it's already, you know, it's part of the bigger picture and I've already decided what I want. Now, I want to create that same thing for my business, and that's something that just, you know, changes all the time. And I think the reason why it changes so much is because of what I take in and what I've influenced by. Because when I think about, you know, when I first started this vlog back in April of 2016, that's when I was like, I mean, I was taking in data, but I was also creating every single day. Like, I was doing daily vlogs, and that got me out of my head. It was like, it didn't matter whether the vlog sucked or whether I felt like vlogging, because I had already decided that I was gonna create a vlog every day. So I had to figure it out. And that's the thing that I don't have right now. So I think what happens is, yes, I've been doing a better job of like not going on social media and having comments or news or, you know, just chatter affect how I feel, at least until noon. My phone is a big component of my business, and it's really annoying when I'm in the thick of doing something for a client on my phone, I'll get this comment, or I'll get like, just, you know, I'll get these notifications that mess with me. And then this is exactly what I wanted to avoid when I said I wanted to get off social media. So anyway, here's what I'm gonna be doing for February. I'm gonna turn off notifications for every single social media platform, including YouTube, on my phone. That way, when I want to check, everything will be there. It's not like I'm gonna not check at all. I definitely wanna engage with my community, but I wanna do it on my terms when I wanna do it. Okay, and the last thing that I'm gonna do for February is to, again, try to make an effort to be more proactive about knowing that I am going to hit this downward cycle again and second guess myself and doubt myself again. Like, it is going to happen over and over again, but I need the bounce back time to decrease. So I have started a notebook. Shout out to my brother who got me this from BlizzCon. This is the Alliance, Go Alliance. If you played WoW, you would know what that is. So basically, whenever I'm feeling really good about myself, I want to write in here so that when I'm feeling really crappy, I can read it. I'm gonna read some of this to give you an idea of what I plan to write. So yeah, I'll try to read this pretty quickly, but I really like my writing in this book. Can you see that? Super nice. Today I'm recognizing that my mind is holding me back. Over the course of this journey, I've discovered a potential within myself that I would have never realized otherwise. I've given myself the chance of a lifetime. I've learned, tried, reflected, and grown. And while I've come a long way, I still feel like I have little to show for it. Time and time again, I've developed strategies, plans, to-do lists, and time again, I do not follow through. Whether lack of motivation, lack of purpose and clarity, lack of conviction, I'm not sure. But every time, I have not finished what I set out to do. New ideas come up that change my course, but the cycles always lead me back to this current mindset that I'm in. I'm lost. I'm not sure how to move forward. The fact is that there is no right or wrong way to move forward. The goal is progress. I know that. Sticking to the execution of the plan will result in progress. I know that. Yet every single time, I stop. I convince myself otherwise. I feel like what I'm doing is pointless and the cycle begins again. As I go into 2019, I want to recognize this pattern and do something about it. I no longer want to be the one to hold myself back, and I believe that at the root of this problem is my mind. I want to vigorously train my mind to believe in the process and stay the course. The result I want to strive for is completion. So I want to learn more about how to train my mind, meditate, harness my potential, so I no longer prevent myself from executing my own plans. I will track my progress and write down what I'm learning here for retention. I want to explore affirmations, visualizations, goal setting, and other techniques of the mind. I do not want my mind to subconsciously decide to stop executing for me. I am not mediocre. I chose to break out of civilization, the flow, the normal expectations. I chose extraordinary because I am extraordinary. I unite people. I inspire people. I can make a difference. I have everything I need to do so. I have purpose. I know what I'm capable of. Everything has led to this moment. So that's what I've written in it so far, and I just want this whole book to be those kinds of reflections. So whenever I'm feeling down, it's just like, you know, I read these notes to myself, and I'm hoping that this will help. So I hope your January was super productive as well. I definitely encourage you to take the time to, you know, revisit your resolutions, goal set for February, see how you can improve, and make sure that February is, you know, just that next level. Let me know what you're working on. Let me know what your wins were. And if you have any tips for this thing that I'm like constantly struggling with, I'd appreciate them. Share them with me in the comments. And with that said, I will catch you guys in the next one. See you later. Bye.